Awesome. So we'll go ahead and get started. So first of all, Karibu and welcome to our annual Baobab Gratitude Celebration. We are so excited to have all of you with us today as we celebrate our gratitude for all things related to the Baobab Home and Stephen Tito Academy. For those of you I haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is Lara Bancroft and I'm the current Vice Chair of the Board of Directors. I was lucky enough to be introduced to the Baobab Home by another board member years ago. And after becoming a donor and then a sponsor and then a volunteer, I joined the board 18 months ago and I'm honored to be a part of this special celebration and this special organization. And speaking of luck, I've got an amazing co-host today, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our 2021 Gratitude Celebration. We are so happy you can join us as we wrap up another amazing year at the Baobab Home. My name is Danielle Wolfram, and I'm on the board of directors, and I also lead our fundraising committee. This was my first full year serving on the board, and I'm so excited to be here and sharing this celebration with all of you.
Thanks, Danielle. So as we launch today's event, we wanted to quickly share with you what we have planned for the next hour. We're going to start our celebration by hearing from our executive director and founders, both Terry and Kaito. Then you'll hear about our key programs, which include the Shamba, or our farm, Stephen Tito Academy, and the Baobab Home. We have our current board chair, Katie Bach, who is going to join us for a Q&A. We'll then hear from some additional board members and volunteers, as well as a few sponsors and donors about their experiences. We'll then hear from the kids at STA and hear what they are grateful for this year. We've got a special matching gift challenge towards the end to support 2022, which you'll hear more about soon. And then we'll save some time at the end for questions, and we'll stay on longer for anyone who wants to ask any questions of Terry or chat with anybody else. So before we dive into our content, we just wanted to make sure everyone is comfortable using Zoom. And there are really just two things we wanted to point out. And the first is the ideal view for today. And we recommend using speaker's view. And if you don't know how to find that, if you click on your Zoom screen, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see view, and you can select speaker view. We also wanted to point out the chat function, which is along the bottom menu. And if you don't happen to see it, you can click on the three dots that say more, and you should be able to find it there. We're going to be asking you to join us in some conversation today, so you'll need that functionality. And just to note that we are recording today's session so that we can share the celebration with those people that can't be joining us live. So to get us started, Danielle, can you share why we chose to have a gratitude celebration this year?
Absolutely. So as we thought about bringing our community together for an annual celebration of everything related to Baobab, we naturally thought of our connection to gratitude as we have so much to be thankful for in our organization. From our students to our teachers and staff to our leadership and board and all of our donors, sponsors, and friends. We also think about our values and our mission, which we'll share more about that later, so stay tuned. And that ties directly to how we are all connected to each other and to the earth. And thus our annual gratitude celebration was born. So Lara, let's get this celebration started. We would like to welcome the heart of our organization, Terry Place, who is our executive director and co-founder of the Baobab Home. Terry, we're throwing the celebration right over to you.
Thank you both so much. Thank you for arranging this today. And thank you all for being here to learn more about Baobab. I used to ask my children each night before bed what they were most grateful for. Justice would always answer either being alive or everything. I was never sure whether this was the very best answer or an easy way out of specifics. But I am grateful for everything. And tonight I'll just give you some of the highlights of what we're grateful for. The Baobab Home is best described in three main parts. The children's home now has 9 kids aged 11 to 17. It opened in 2007 and is run by about 10 people, depending on how you split it. Our 12-acre farm was purchased in 2008 and is run by approximately 10 people. The third part of Baobab is Stephen Tito Academy, named in honor of a boy called Steve who died of AIDS in 2010. STA, as we call our school, was founded in 2012 and now serves about 190 students. It's run by 12 teachers and staff. Beyond that, there's the one and only Kiara, who broadcasts our activities to the world, and Colleen, who crunches our numbers, and Kaito and I are at the helm. A board of directors stand behind us, and hundreds of people around the world like you make it all happen. This year, our highlights start with being essentially COVID-free with a mere 2 unconfirmed cases last March. We stayed healthy, but still got the quiet and reflective pause that Corona brought. From what I see, a lot of Baobab's growth this year was on the inside. It has been a year of things coming to fruition and seeing things differently. Kaito and I made a renewed commitment to ourselves, each other, and Baobab. Our new board of directors, working from their homes in 6 countries around the world, has strengthened us tremendously. They raised money to build a new assembly hall, held our first global fun run, brought us aquaponics to our fish pond, sent a volunteer to improve our waste management system with black soldier flies, organized this event, sponsored me in leadership training, and drastically improved our financial records. I have lots of metaphors for this, but the easiest is that they have strengthened the soil under which our baobab tree grows. Another shift in our thinking, our salt water well that was thought to be only a small victory in 2017 now becomes a game changer as drought threatens water supply around Tanzania. Our solar power, which was always appreciated, now helps us keep free from government power cuts, and there's deeper realization of why we do the climate-friendly things that we do. But one of my favorite stories from this past year is about a young man named Abdul. He's from our Bagamoyo community, and for several years, we've sponsored him in high school and nursing school. To be honest, a few years ago, he was a job to me. I did not pay much attention to his words of gratitude. I just had to get him through school. Then Kaito's mother got sick, and we were too far away to help her. Abdul was nearby, and I asked him to help. He did everything. He met her at the bus, took her to every appointment, gave us feedback, helped us to register for insurance, and even took her into his own little apartment and cooked for her and gave her a bed. I remain deeply humbled by Abdul's gratitude in action, and I look forward to seeing him in person when I get back. The Baobab kids, who we've loved since 2007, are now becoming young adults. Faiza, who came to us in 2009 in a horrible state, is now one of the greatest testaments to the power of love I've ever seen. She is the tortoise winning at her own pace. Omari, who came to us malnourished and unable to walk at age 2, is now off to boarding school. It is bitter and sweet to see the Baobab home nest emptying as the kids grow and develop. Rather than fill the nest again, we believe we can best serve the community by strengthening the relationship between our school and farm. I am working on tools to measure our self-sufficiency so that we can quantify the impact of what we produce on our farm. Our self-reliance is our gratitude in action to you who support us. 2 more of our students lost their fathers in this past month, and they're not the first this year. It's essential that we model strength and self-reliance to our kids, as our community will face many contingencies. So back to justice. I am grateful for everything and every joy and every painful lesson for the past 18 years. We are all alive, and it is an honor to serve in this role. Asante sana. That means thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry. We are truly humbled and grateful for everything you do for everyone at STA and the Baobab Home and the entire community of Bagamoyo. And since we're celebrating today, can you share with us what you're most excited about for the upcoming year at Baobab?
I'm most excited about getting home and feeling this. It's been great being here, and I feel very blessed to have had this time dedicated to my family, but I have another family, and I can't wait to get the sand beneath my toes and to be home working.
We so understand that, Terry, and we are thankful that you've been in the US with us, and so many people have gotten to visit with you while you're here. But funny that you mentioned being back on the Shamba, because there's someone there that we'd like to talk to. So we're now going to travel to Tanzania and hear from the other half of our leadership on the ground, Kaito. We had a chance to record a video interview with Kaito earlier today. So let's turn it over to Danielle and Kaito.
Karibu Kaito, thank you so much for thank you for joining us from the beautiful Shamba in Bagamoyo. So to
Thank
get
you.
started, can you share a little bit about what it's like on the ground and a few words in Swahili for us?
Okay. One is ushukuru. Ushukuru is gratitude or grateful. So it's ushukuru. So leo ni siku ya ushukuru. Means today is a day for gratitude.
Great.
Yeah. So hi everyone. I'm Kaito. So what is going on in Shamba? First of all, it's very green, but now it's very dark. You can see it. So I'm grateful for God, and also I'm just grateful for those for volunteer who donate the money in the end of 2007 to this Shamba. So I'm very grateful for those volunteers from Australia, I think. I don't remember very well. And yeah, it's going good. It's going great. The school looks very good now for all the repair we did. So when the school is open, the kids, they will love it because it's going to be like brand new STA. So they will love it. They will like it. And yeah, we start to plant some ice because it's season for the light because of it's raining. So next year we can have our own rice. We can eat our own rice from the Shamba, no chemical rice. And the kids went with the kids today to the fun city in Kigamboni. I just left them there because of this meeting. They have a lot of fun. They happy, and yeah, I'm grateful for them. I'm happy for them because they are happy. And yeah, it's going good. Fish is, we have like 100 in one pond and 400 in the other pond. And we are going to start eating next year when school is open, because now we are a few, because the kids, they're going for the break for school. So we're going to start eating our fish when the school is open. And yeah, we used to have like problem with cow. The cow, they were just sick. But for now, they're doing okay. We have milk. The cow is not sick. And yeah, nobody's sick. I'm grateful. We are good for that. So that is update from Shamba. It's very clean Shamba. Everything is growing. We have water. We have well water. We have yeah, it's going well. I can't even how to explain, because there's so much here happening here at Shamba. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Kaito. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you're most excited about for the upcoming year?
Well, I'm very excited because I can see so many things is going to happen. The new things is going to happen, because I like to be teachable. So I'm very excited to be teachable for the next year, no matter which position I'm going to be. But I like to be teachable. So I'm very excited for the coming year, and I'm very excited. Yeah, super excited.
Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you for taking us on a journey to understand the life in Tanzania and what's happening in our organization on the ground. We are so grateful we got to hear from you. We are so thankful and lucky to have such amazing leaders and with us at Baobab. And as you heard, we have some amazing programs that we'd like to share a bit more with you. So Lara, let's talk about our Shamba, since we just heard from Kaito and he's there and we learned a little bit more. So can you, or what do you think makes the Shamba special?
Yeah, thanks, Danielle. And what a great interview with Kaito. Thanks for sharing that with us. The Shamba is a very important part of our organization. And in my mind, so many things make it special. As you mentioned earlier tonight, we are connected to each other and to the earth. And the Shamba and the land provide us the foundation on which all of our work happens. I've had the pleasure and sometimes challenge of learning a lot more over the last year about things like black soldier fly larvae, soil matter, and what type of bananas grow best in Bagamoyo. all of which contribute to the closed loop system we are building at the Shamba. And we can't talk about the Shamba without mentioning the amazing staff and volunteers that bring skills and dedication and make our land a beautiful producing environment. So let's take a closer look at the farm and celebrate all the things that make it special.
The Baobab Home and Stephen Tito Academy are located on a 12-acre farm in Bagamoyo, Tanzania. At our Shamba, we water our gardens with solar-powered pumps. In fact, all of our property, including the children's home and the school, is 100% solar-powered. More and more, we are facing droughts and water shortages in Tanzania, so we have secured water in several different ways. We use fresh water from a ring well fed by a natural spring for bathing, cleaning, doing laundry, and irrigating our gardens. We collect rainwater in 2 different tanks around the house and also around the cowshed to supply water to the fish ponds. We are able to improve the water quality with an aeration system that allows us to reduce our need to purchase water or use our well water. We also use a pedal-powered pump to extract water from a salty underground body of water to wash dishes at school. We grow a variety of local fruits and vegetables without the use of chemical pesticides or fertilizers. All of this nutritious food helps feed the children at the home and over 200 students, faculty, and staff at lunchtime each day. We cook our food either with fire or with biogas thanks to the 40 cows roaming around the Shamba. The runoff from the biogas system becomes an excellent organic fertilizer. And with the organic food waste that we produce, we make even more chemical-free liquid compost to fertilize our gardens. We use black soldier flies to further break down the organic food waste. Black soldier fly larvae become a nutritious food source for our chickens and the tilapia in our fish ponds that will feed us once again.
Hey, I've got one!
All of this is part of a closed-loop system and helps us be self-reliant and provide our 33 staff members and 176 students with nutritious meals each day and a thriving living and learning environment.
So it really is an amazing living and learning environment. And as anyone who has visited our Shamba can attest, it's incredibly impactful to spend time on the land in Bagamoyo and see how far our little organization has come. And Danielle, speaking of things growing, let's talk about our next program, Stephen Tito Academy. What do you think makes STA so special?
Well, Lara, STA is special because it provides a nurturing environment where the students of today can become the leaders and the pillar of the community tomorrow. As Terry mentioned earlier, what started as educating a few kids grew into what STA is today. We are so grateful to all of our teachers and staff who provide a safe English medium education. But instead of listening to me tell you all of this stuff, why don't we go spend a day in the life of an STA student?
The Stephen Tito Academy is a primary school established in 2012 as a program of the Baobab Home in Bagamoyo, Tanzania. Our school was founded in loving memory of Stephen Tito. We honor his memory by making Stephen Tito Academy a place where students from underprivileged families are taught an English education in small class sizes by highly qualified teachers in a safe learning environment.
How are you?
Our students get nutritious Tanzanian porridge for breakfast and healthy meals for lunch. Many of the fruits and vegetables come from the farm's organic gardens, which also serve as a learning laboratory for our school. The teaching curriculum is developed using the best of Tanzanian and international teaching strategies. We provide students with a nurturing learning environment focused on creativity and individualized learning with a deep emphasis on sustainability and caring for the earth. Our teachers receive ongoing professional development and design the curriculum to align with our values of well-being, unity, respect, curiosity, and kindness. Our school motto is Learning for Life. Students develop well-rounded skills to help them be successful in life beyond examinations. In fact, the school campus has several facilities to support sports and vocational skills like sewing, cooking, bicycle riding and repair, business, scouts, theater, computer knowledge, and agriculture. We also encourage students to learn outside of the classroom with open-air teaching activities and annual school excursions. We are so proud of our safe classrooms where students are encouraged to become curious, lifelong learners, and proud of all the gifts and talents of each of our students at Stephen Tito Academy.
We are so grateful for our students as they and STA really are the soul of our organization. So Lara, I think we have another something special to celebrate. I know we just had a year 7 class graduation. Do you want to share a little bit more about that?
I'd love to, Danielle. So STA is a primary school, which is made up of grades prep through year 7. And as Danielle mentioned, we just celebrated graduation last week and had a class of 16 students graduate, 3 of which are Baobab kids. You can see the picture of the class here. We are so excited with the results from this graduating class, and it's definitely worthy of a big celebration. So Tanzania has 24,000 primary schools, 18,000 of which are traditional Swahili speaking schools, and 6,000 of which are English medium schools. Stephen Tito Academy was in the top 11% of English medium schools, which is the best of Tanzania primary schools. We are so proud of the hard work and dedication of everyone that's been part of that success. So we'd like to continue our celebration, and we'd like to turn it over to you guys. We'd love to hear from you and hear what you're grateful for or what you're celebrating as we near the end of 2021. So we're going to pause for just a minute, and it's your turn to use chat to share your gratitude. So feel free to write in chat anything that you are thankful for or celebrating.
And I see Katie did answer Pamela, but for everybody, we are recording this and we'll be sending it out after. So everyone can view this again after while we wait for people to tell us what they're grateful for. Just wanted to give that brief update so everyone knows.
Well, thanks, Carla. She's grateful for her family and being part of the Baobab home. Heidi, warm house on a cold night. Thanks, Ellen, for your congratulations. We are super excited about that as well. Yep, and Katie, the board members, volunteers, Baobab Home, STA. It's amazing the community of people that make this organization work.
Olivia is grateful for food we have in her family.
Mm-hmm. Lots of family and health. We couldn't agree more. WhatsApp, I love that. Allowing people to keep in touch. We agree. WhatsApp is a beautiful tool. It powered today, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In these videos. This is great, you guys. Thank you for sharing that. Feel free to keep typing in there. We love to see what everybody is grateful for. Clearly, we're in a mode of celebration and celebrating our ushukuru and gratitude.
Yes, thank you, everyone. So Terry mentioned earlier that we have a board of directors that advises and guides Baobab. We have some board members on the call with us today, so I'm going to ask you all to raise your Zoom hand and wave and say hi real quickly.
Hi.
Thanks, everyone. So we just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of how our board operates and is structured. We have an executive committee that helps guide our strategy while overseeing all of our committees. And you can see the committees listed here on the slide where we focused our energy this year and we built out and grew. We're so thankful for the time and dedication from our board. And Lara, speaking of our board, I believe our current chair, Katie, is here with us today, and I believe you have some questions for her.
Thanks, Danielle. I sure do. We are so grateful to have had Katie Balk as the chair of our board for a very long time. She's been an amazing part of our organization and one of the reasons we continue to grow and evolve. I have personally learned so much from Katie, and I'm so grateful for her mentorship. Katie, we have a couple questions we'd love to ask you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
So to get us started, can you share a little bit about how you first learned about the Baobab Home and a little about your experience volunteering there?
Yeah, I'd love to. So the year was 2009. I decided I wanted to travel and I wanted to go to somewhere new that that was a different culture than where I grew up in the United States. And I landed on Tanzania and I Google searched myself into the Baobab Home. And I loved how grassroots it was, how holistically they were trying to address a number of different situations at the time, from HIV/AIDS to orphan and vulnerable children population. And so I emailed Terry and said, can I come help? And in 2010, I went. I was supposed to go for 3 months and I spent 9 total, I think. And my work was very different. Baobab looked a lot different then. The farm existed, but they were just starting to build. So the orphanage was the main program and it was located in town. So I spent a lot of time there playing with kids. You know, we have Amy on this call. She was a volunteer there with me. She spent a lot of time playing with the kids. Now these kids are all graduating from STA, but they were in diapers back then. And I spent time with Terry. I did a lot of volunteering of sort of whatever she needed, running errands, planning a staff retreat at one point. And I also helped with, at the time we had a program of boys who were in post-secondary school that we were supporting, and they were thinking about where they were going to go, or they're in secondary, they're thinking about what for post-secondary. So I ran like a mini career workshop. So very, very different tasks, but a wonderful experience that kept me around for sure.
That's quite an amazing 11-year resume you've had with the Baobab Home for sure. So as you think through those 11 years, what is your most memorable or one of your favorite experiences with the Baobab Home?
A few come to mind. The first one, I think, is I picture being in that baby home with those kids, and I was learning Swahili at the time. So every word I would learn, I would sort of bring there. So, you know, I would learn Simba, which is lion. And then we'd draw pictures of lions and I would practice because they were 2 or 3. So they were learning to speak and read and write and all of those things still. And they became my teachers. Another thing that struck me as I thought about this question was sunsets on Shamba. So I cannot tell you all how great it is to spend a day at the Baobab Shamba and to watch the sunset over the East Africa horizon. You should all go. It just fills your heart with so much joy. Take a motorcycle ride home while the sun's setting. It's just really, really beautiful. And the third thing that came to mind was I met my husband there. So that was pretty memorable as well.
I'd say so. That's amazing. And I need to take a page out of your notebook and go find a baby class to learn Swahili with, for sure. I love it. So you've obviously seen a lot of change in your time working with the Baobab Home. What's one of the biggest changes you've seen since you've been chair of the board?
I mean, the biggest change has to be STA, the school. I mean, it wasn't in existence when I first went, and I was there the summer that the first classroom officially opened. Lauren George, who is a board member and who is on this call, made a huge difference in the work and the time that she put into the school. And it went from this tiny 1 room, 1 teacher 12 kids, I don't know, there was not very many kids, to this robust full school with lots of teachers and 176 kids, I think the video said. And we're not only touching the lives of those kids and the kids that will come after them and the kids that have come before them, but their families and the community around us. It's really changed the trajectory of the organization and become our main program.
Yeah, that's quite something special to witness. So although you're transitioning off the board, and for those who don't know, Katie will be transitioning off at the end of the year, but she's not going far. We're keeping her close to home. What is one of the things that you'll miss most about being on the board?
I mean, I'm going to miss working with the board members and with Terry and Kaito. Everybody brings such impressive skills. This year has been, we've had a number of new additions, and each one is so special with so many good ideas, so many great contributions, and a ton of positive energy. Every time I get on a phone call with one of you, I like re-energize myself. So I think I'm gonna miss the people. And this morning, the board members that were on and the board members who weren't here haven't seen this yet, but everybody gifted me with this gorgeous plate. And I just want to say a big thank you, because I just feel so lucky, so lucky to get to have worked with all of you. And I'm not going away, so you're not quite rid of me yet.
Thank goodness, we won't let you go anywhere. Well, on behalf of the entire organization, I can't share how much ushukuru and gratitude we have for you and the impact that you've had on this organization. So Katie, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much.
Thank you. And Lara is stepping into the chair role as I leave, and I couldn't be leaving it in better hands. So I am so excited to see what you and all of the board members do for the next 10 years.
Thanks, Katie. Well, we've got a great group of people, so we'll figure it out. Awesome.
Amy.
So back to Danielle. Danielle, I think we have a few more board members and volunteers that wanted to share some additional thoughts with everyone. So let's hear from them now.
My name is Michael Paulus, and I'd like to thank you for joining us in our annual mission of gratitude. My connection with the Baobab Home goes back to 2017 when I served as a volunteer. I am now currently a director and also a sponsor of a student. I am grateful for the opportunity to serve as a director of this organization because I know firsthand of the positive impact it's having on students and families in Bagamoyo. I hope that you can join us in our mission and support our cause. Thank you.
I'll just sharing a few thoughts on why contributing some of my hard-earned resources to the Baobab Home is a very important part of my life and has been for the last 18 years now. Like everybody else, I think I've got a life that's not perfect, but a life that when I'm really in a good headspace, I'm very happy and grateful for. But it helps, and it's important to have perspective on what you have and what you are grateful for, and being able to contribute and make an impact on others the way that you can very directly with contributing to organizations like Baobab that are really truly grassroots and making a huge impact on many people's lives year in, year out. It's just a wonderful perspective inducer. So it's a fantastic thing if you want to really fill up for the holidays, whether it's $5 or $50 or $500, I guarantee you'll get more out of it than you put into it. And that's the whole idea. So thanks and happy holidays.
Hi, I'm Delphine, former volunteer from the Baobab Home and Stephen Tito Academy. It's been 3 years, but I miss it so much. They are doing such a great job. I follow the evolution all the time, thanks to Facebook, seeing what they're doing with the school and all those new students, the new classes, and also what they're doing at the farm, making sure that there's always a new project for the environment and teaching the kids how to treat their country and their community better. Well done, the Baobab Home.
I'm really grateful for the kids I've met and all the activities that we did when we learned how to bake bread, when we went to the swimming ponds around the Baobab Home, and they really taught me a lot of things also about fruits, what is growing around the shamba and so on. So I'm really grateful for all the time I spent with the kids and learning from them and hanging out with them.
Thank you to such a great group of volunteers and board of directors. And I also want to give my own special thank you to Katie. It's been amazing working with you this year. And I know you're not going far, but just wanted to say thank you myself. So the board has been really busy this year, building a lot of our foundation and structure that will help us grow into the future. As we reflect on where we've been and where we're going, we realized that our vision, mission, and values needed a bit of a refresh. We spent a lot of time with our stakeholders, digging into what was important to us and how we want to focus resources into the future. You can see here that we modified our vision to make the world a more connected place, one student at a time. And we also updated our mission to educate the children of Bagamoyo, Tanzania, and build a strong global community. We also refreshed our values, which start with our students and the community of Bagamoyo. We have 5 values: curiosity, kindness, unity, well-being, and you guessed it, gratitude. And that's what we're celebrating with all of you today. So we bring these into all of our discussions, and we hope that you see them reflected in everything that we do. However, our vision, mission, and values are only words until our community brings them to life. And we could not do any of this without our sponsors, donors, and friends, and all of you who make this happen. Some of our donors and sponsors wanted to share a few words with you, so I'm going to let them take it away now.
I am so grateful that I get to sponsor some amazing students at the Stephen Tito Academy. Not only do I feel that I make a difference in their lives, they certainly make a difference in mine, with the letters that I receive and pictures that they send to me.
Hi, I'm Ellen Daly from Denver, Colorado. I appreciate Baobab Home and Stephen Tito Academy for your dedication to student education and security, your commitment to science and sustainability, and just your overall vibrancy and energy. Thank you.
Hi, greetings from South Carolina. We're delighted to be able to connect with all of you in Bagamoyo once again. Congratulations to the 2021 graduates of Stephen Tito Academy. We're most thankful to have the opportunity to be part of these youngsters' education and wish them well in their studies and growth as individuals. Our wish is that your students will be future leaders and have a positive impact on their communities. Sending everyone at Stephen Tito Academy our best wishes for a successful 2022.
Hi, I am Michael Muscatello. The reason that I donate to the Baobab Home is because the Baobab Home is not only a part of the future of children and communities, but also a part of our ecological future. And between education, growing food, and giving people a place to be, how much more helpful could you get than that?
We really appreciate the Baobab Home because it allows us to interact with these children from different cultural backgrounds on a very personal level.
Yes, I think contributing to the children that are supported by the Baobab Home is so important to me because we do get to connect on a personal level with the children that we support. I love, 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 love getting my letters and finding out what they're doing in school and what activities they're engaging in. Every time I interact in any of the video sessions that are offered, or anytime I'm talking with anyone from the organization, I learn something new about a culture that I'm excited about and look forward to continue helping more. We're thankful for you guys.
Hi, my name is Becky and I donate to the Baobab Home monthly for approximately 15 or 16 years, which is a good portion of their time in existence. And so it's just been a pleasure to watch them grow and help so many people in their community and beyond, even to help people that they're not always reaching out to, because they'll even help people that reach out to them, which is just a wonderful way to say to the world that you want to help. And so I support that.
We are grateful for sponsoring David in Tanzania because we get to learn about a new place and learn about what the kids like and what they do in Tanzania. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for learning about David in Tanzania because I like the creatures that live there and their community. I'm thankful for all the animals and all the environment that you have.
It is just absolutely heartwarming to hear from a handful of the people that make our organization so special. And as Danielle mentioned, we are so grateful to all of you, our friends, donors, and sponsors around the world. And one of the core pieces of making our organization work is our sponsorship program and making sure our students get educated. Each year, we select 25 new prep or kindergarten students and look for sponsors for each one. Our sponsorship program is $58 a month, and that covers everything the students need, from books to uniforms, clean drinking water and nutritious meals, transportation to and from school, activities, and of course, their English instruction. We're currently looking for additional sponsors if you are interested, or if you're already a sponsor, if you know anyone that might be interested. So let's shift gears a little bit. We know that everyone loves to hear from our students. It's one of our favorite celebrations throughout the year. And as school has already ended for the year and our students are on break, we asked a few of them to share with you what they're grateful for before they left. So let's hear from them now.
I'm grateful for having a new young brother, and he is 3 months now.
Grateful because our class teacher told us to make any music instrument, and I made a piano. It was fun. I am grateful of my sister graduation. I am grateful because since every year I didn't see my dad, so I went to Moshi. I saw with my mom. I saw my dad. I was very happy to see him, and when we came back home, I was proud to see my dad. So I told everyone I saw my dad.
I am grateful because I achieved my goal in level O, and I want to reach farm.
I'm grateful because now my bike was fixed.
Today is my birthday.
When it was my birthday, I celebrate. We make a cake and we buy a cake, and then we went at the beach. We went at the supermarket. Jimmy bought for me biscuits and chocolate, and then we come back home. We went to swim, and then we celebrate at night. We watch the movie, and then now I am 11.
I'm grateful because on the 23rd October was our Yara.
Grateful because since I've been born, I didn't ever see my grandma, and now my grandma is here. I was very happy to see my grandma and my grandpa. I am grateful for finishing primary education at STA.
I can watch that a million times and it will never ever get old. They are so cute and I really love hearing from them, and I hope all of you do too. So another way that you can make a difference is by making a gift. And now we are super excited to share with you today that we have a special matching gift challenge for the next few minutes, our board of directors have generously agreed to match up to $5,000 donated for the remainder of this event. And that is right. You heard that correctly. $5,000, dollar for dollar. They're going to match your gifts. So now is the time. Let's get your wallets out. Let's start making some magic happen. It's so excited. You can use the link to make a donation in the chat. And as you heard earlier, our sponsorship helps our STA students, but we still need critical operating support throughout the year. So all of the donations go directly back into the organization. They benefit the kids of the Baobab home, the Shamba. They help pay for our staff. They keep our buildings in good repair. Any little bit helps. And let's make our board pay up. So, so let's do it.
Danielle, come on, team.
Yeah. And so while we are waiting, we just wanted to share a couple of opportunities if anyone is interested as well. Over the next year, we're going to need some help with the farm. Ooh, yay, some more coming in. It's always exciting when we see the little thing slide over. So Amy, thank you so much. $50, just in case everyone wants to know. It can support the farm. It feeds our cows and our chickens. It goes towards our vet bills and our fish pond. So thank you, Amy. So just getting back to what I was saying before, we are going to be looking for some help with growing out our farm to support our marketing, oversee our sponsorship program and our volunteer program, and help with some technology. So if you're interested, or if you know anyone else who's interested, feel free to reach out to us. Woo, Michelle, yay. It's my sister.
Thank you, Michelle. And I'm paying up the match on that part.
Yeah, exactly. So we are also going to be staying after. Woo, Heidi. Yay. We'll have a quick Q&A at the end afterwards, so you can ask us about anything then as well too. You can chat with Terry, you can chat with any of us. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And $100 can feed Baobab kids and the farm team lunch and dinner for an entire month. So that's awesome. Deborah.
Wow, $250. Thank you so much, Deborah.
Thank you.
Danielle, what can $250 do for the organization?
$250 can assist our community members with any healthcare emergencies or any type of support that they need. One of the things that Terry mentioned earlier is we do a lot of outreach to the community around us as well, and support our local community. So that $250 goes a long way. Thank you so much.
It's awesome. That's right, Terry. 600,000 shilling. Sure seems like a lot more. Oh, we've got another one coming in from Pamela. Thank you so much, Pamela.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Well, Danielle, should we keep moving along while we're watching those numbers come in?
Yes, absolutely. I was going to say this will be going on for the rest. Oh, Ellen,
thank you, Ellen.
This will be happening through the rest of the event and open as later as well. So we'll keep watching these come in, and we seriously thank you all so much for all of your support. We really appreciate all of your donations today and every day.
Yeah, and we'll keep watching that thermometer scroll up so we can hold our board accountable to sharing that $5,000 and matching. So as Danielle said, thank you guys so much. We cannot thank you enough as our community for everything you do to support us. None of this is possible without you. We quickly want to do a little shout out to all the people that have made today and every day possible, including Chiara, who is our amazing Italian marketing guru. We've got Shane, who's been behind the scenes helping us. He's a long-term board member and our video expert. We've got an amazing event committee, which includes Denise, who's on with us today and is a board member. She's also done an amazing job raising funds for Monahan Hall, which we're going to be breaking ground on next year, which Terry mentioned. And then we've got an amazing board, which we've got a lot of our board members on here today. And a special shout out to Lauren, who's been out on maternity leave, but is back. But she has been at the helm of education for so long and dedicated so many countless hours and days and years to the organization and building our school and everything that we are. And along with Mike Ogburn, they've been the helm of the education committee, which has been fantastic. And I could talk about every single committee because we just have an amazing board and have made so much progress this year. But lastly, thank you to all of you. Today wouldn't be possible without you. And as we bring a celebration to a close, we wanted to just remind you that we're going to stay on for another 10 to 15 minutes and we'll answer any questions. You can chat with Terry, talk to the board, inquire about any of the opportunities we have. But before we close, Danielle, would you like to share what you're grateful for?
Sure. So I am grateful for being introduced to this beautiful organization and getting to learn so much about the incredible work that we're doing on the ground in Bagamoyo. And very, very grateful to get to work with Kaito and Terry and this amazing group of board members. It's incredible. And I would love to hear what you're grateful for.
Yeah, I'm happy to share. And it's interesting. We've got Ellen Daly on with us today, and it was her husband, who's a board member, Jim, who introduced me to the organization years ago. So I'll start with some gratitude and ushukuru there, but mostly I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with the Baobab Home and do something that truly makes a difference and positively impacts our world. I believe so much in our vision to make the world a more connected place, one student at a time, and I'm so grateful I get to be a part of that. So as we wrap up, Terry, we'd love to turn it over to you to close out our celebration and share any final thoughts. Just get her off mute. There we are.
Thank you all for coming today and for learning more about Baobab and for all of your support. It is just mind-boggling to see where this organization has come in all these years. From Kaito and I first arriving in Bagamoyo, never dreaming. This is just beyond my wildest dreams to have all of the support that we have now and the structure from our board and the amazing, I just can't say enough. Thank you all for everything. And I can't wait to get home. So.
We know, but we're glad you're here a little bit longer with us. And I know the kids are happy too. So as we wrap up, thank you guys all so much for joining us. Our biggest amounts of ushukuru and gratitude for each and every one of you. And feel free to stay on. We're going to turn it over now to the informal chat and we'll stop recording. So thank you.
Hi,
Lila.